In news overseas, environment ministers and experts from nearly 200 countries are meeting in Madrid for the annual United Nations climate talks. Presided by Chile and hosted by Spain, the so-called COP25 follows a raft of alarming studies and real-life evidence of climate change's potentially catastrophic fallout. From the Spanish capital, Lisa Bryant reports.
Rising seas, shrinking ice caps, deadly floods, fires and droughts. These aren't just future nightmares, but today's reality in many parts of our fast-warming world. More grim news this past week. The UN says greenhouse gases reached new records last year, despite global promises to slash them. Even if governments meet their current pledges, emissions may soar in the decades ahead to triple the 1.5-degree limit scientists say is crucial to avoid the most extreme effects.
The thing is that today the science is really clear. We have a maximum 10 years to act to fight global warming, and all scientists say that we are in a climate and biodiversity crisis.
This two-week conference sets the stage for 2020, the next five-year deadline for countries to update their emissions-cutting targets. Some key goals here: creating effective rules for a global carbon market, allowing countries to trade emissions reductions with each other, and finalizing financing for poorer countries to respond to climate change.
I think that we have enormous warning signs and enormous signs of progress at the same time, and enormous opportunity all at the same time.
One big negative for those here at the conference: one of the biggest greenhouse gas emitters, the United States, is scheduled to pull out of the Paris Climate Pact next November.
They're still at the table this year, but with much less leverage than would have otherwise been the case.
Others, like China and India, continue to rely on polluting industries, even as they adopt renewable energy. But climate action is going local. Cities and regions are coming up with green solutions. People are calling on their governments to do more.
The good news is that there is raising awareness, especially from young generations, on the fact that we can act and we have all the solutions to act.
The European Union is proposing a so-called Green Deal to make the region carbon neutral by 2050. Dozens of countries elsewhere have also pledged to increase their emissions-cutting goals. WRI's David Waskow points to another positive: the cooperation between Spain and Chile in organizing this conference, showing the kind of can-do spirit countries might need to reach ambitious climate change solutions going forward.